This Honeywell video is to notify all the operators of the TFE 731 engines that the oil cap dipstick packing should be checked for serviceability during pre-flight oil level check. A damaged packing on the oil cap dipstick may occur on any engine, regardless of the engine position on the aircraft. However, the close proximity of the oil cap dipstick to other hardware, especially on the left-hand engine, may make the visual inspection of the packing difficult. During the servicing of the oil system on the TFE 731 engines, the packing used to seal off the oil level cap or dipstick housing assembly has the possibility of getting damaged due to improper removal or installation of the oil cap dipstick.
If the oil cap dipstick is installed at an angle, the possibility exists that the packing could come into direct contact with the alignment notch in the crossover tube assembly, resulting in a subsequent damage to the packing. A damaged or a missing packing on the oil cap dipstick housing provides a leakage path for the oil within the tank. The leakage path could eventually lead to an in-flight shutdown due to the loss of engine oil. If the quality of the packing cannot be determined, replace the existing packing with new ones. Damage to the packing on the oil cap dipstick and the subsequent in-flight shutdown due to oil loss can be averted. Ensure that the personnel servicing the oil system has an eye level or above access to the oil cap dipstick installation site. An angular removal of the oil cap dipstick could cause the packing to come into contact with the bottom of the alignment notch in the crossover tube and may result in packing damage. Always depress the spring-loaded oil cap dipstick and rotate it counterclockwise to the alignment mark on the oil cap dipstick, with the installation removal notch on the crossover tube at the 3 o'clock position. Remove the oil cap dipstick in an axial fashion from the crossover tube to avoid damaging the packing against the filler tube alignment notch. After oil servicing is complete, always visually check packing for damage, looseness in groove, or being oversized. If any of these conditions is detected on the packing, replace the packing. Lubricate the new packing with the engine oil prior to installing it around the oil cap dipstick housing. Insert the oil cap dipstick into the crossover tube with a yellow mark on the side of the oil cap dipstick housing facing the 3 o'clock alignment notch in the crossover tube. Depress the oil cap dipstick in an axial fashion while within the alignment of the crossover tube. Rotate the oil cap dipstick clockwise until the yellow marks on the crossover tube and the oil cap dipstick are aligned. Then release the oil cap dipstick assembly. Here is an example of an improper fit, a loose packing. Here is an example of a proper fit. Note the close fitting packing. A proper fit will ensure that the oil does not escape from the oil tank. Here is an example where the yellow marks on the crossover tube and the oil cap dipstick are aligned. Here are some incorrect ways of installation of the oil cap. Note the yellow marks on the crossover tube and the oil cap dipstick are not aligned. These simple checks will help prevent a potential loss of oil during flight and the subsequent in-flight shutdown. Thank you.